Here, it's ridiculous in our country. We should be loving each other and supporting each other. Doesn't make a difference you're black, white. Don't make a difference. We're all humans. Love each other. Don't judge people by their look. Understand what's in here first.
I want you to take an exclusive look into this short video and tell me if you are not inspired after watching it.
We treat each other important. And it has to do with your siblings. You have a disagreement. My wife made amends with all her family before she passed. She didn't have to do that. But it was important to do that because what is really important? You're pissed off because someone didn't call you or wasn't there for a birthday or a holiday. Who cares? Who cares? What you should care about is the love of your family. But make sure that you don't. If you have differences, settle them today. You'll feel better. It'll make you feel better. It'll make them feel better. It's medicine. Just love your loved ones and make sure you do that. I'm going to hold on to every memory I have, and I'm so blessed for it. I just miss her tremendously. I wish I could hold her. And I look at all the pictures. Last night I was up until midnight looking at pictures, thousands of pictures I'm looking at because I want to make a post about my wife and what life means. What does life mean? What does life mean to you? We're on borrowed time, all of us. What are we going to do with that time is the question. What are we going to do with our time? Are we going to make a difference? Are we going to do road rage? Are we going to be courteous and not open the door for somebody? I mean, where do we stop here? This is ridiculous in our country. We should be loving each other and supporting each other. Doesn't make a difference you're black, white. Don't make a difference. We're all humans. Love each other. Don't judge people by their look. Understand what's in here first.
I believe you watched the video, especially the last part. Very interesting. I saw this video, I was so touched. This is someone sending out a message on the plane, and everyone was forced to settle their differences. I could see neighbors going, embracing each other, sharing love. This is how it's supposed to be done. But every day, what I see on social media, especially the mainstream media, struggling to instigate cause segregations amongst people.
Let's talk about the sleep gap. Did you know that Black Americans do not sleep as well as white Americans do? The Center for Disease Control and Prevention conducted and published research in 2020 on sleep in the US. The results showed that 43.5% of Black or African Americans had trouble sleeping, compared with 30.7% of white respondents. Black and Latinx people in the US spend 15% of their night in deep sleep, which is the most restorative and regenerative phase of sleep, compared to 20% of white Americans. Poor sleep is a public health problem. Whether it's because of historical stress, maltreatment, or health inequities, Black Americans do not sleep enough. And poor sleep is a feedback loop, and the effects of poor sleep mean you're more likely to get bad sleep again. This sleep gap is worsened for people that are low income, disabled, or undocumented. Looking back to the enslavement of Black people in the US, fatigue has been used as a measure of control against Black people. This is why several campaigners and academics are pitching sleep as an act of resistance for the Black community.
There's never a message of peace or a message to bring people together. I don't see it. Sometimes when I see clips like this, I just sit down and reflect what I've experienced, what I see on a daily basis. There is this clip this lady recently put out, and it triggered a lot of people. If you notice, I've been doing this kind of videos lately. People complaining about high prices, they are working, they are not able to do anything for themselves. The economy is bad, but they don't want to talk about politics.
We're all struggling each day. The cost of living is quadrupled. Just to get groceries has now costed me a second mortgage. Let's be serious. I have 8 people to feed in my house. It's literally between $1,200 to $1,400 a month just to have groceries in my house. So now my credit, that's been great, pretty much my entire life, because I've always believed if If you can't buy it, don't have it. So I've never had credit cards till recently. Last couple of years I've had to get credit cards just to get by certain things, school clothes or certain Christmas. Let's talk about that. Extra added expenses when I'm already struggling. My mortgage gets paid every month, but it's not at the first of the month. It's definitely at the end of the month. I mean, my bills are getting paid, but I'm falling behind every single day because I have to pick and choose which bills to go behind on so I have groceries in my house. Literal groceries in my house, guys. That's not right. It's not okay. And then I wake up this morning and my dryer shit the bed. My dryer. So where the hell am I gonna? Now I don't have any more. My credit cards are maxed. I don't have $500 extra in the bank anymore to get a dryer, or $900. I don't even know how much. But we're gonna have to add a new bill to life because Mom is gonna be going to the laundromat. Okay. And yes, any bill extra is an extra bill right now that I can't afford. Something's got to change, and I know I can't be the only one that's out here. I feel like everybody is silently struggling and just doing the things to get by and going into debt and trying to keep your head above water and smile on your face. And yeah, silently struggling, I feel. Am I the only one?
A lot of people are putting this video out on social media. Then what get me triggered sometimes when I watch this is the fact that they always end up by telling me, I don't want to join politics, or I don't want to talk about politics. How can you fix a situation if you don't come out to talk about who is doing wrong? It is insane. No matter how you see pour out these videos on daily basis, nothing will change. It is high time they realize. Don't tell me you want a change, then you don't want to talk about it. That is a politics in it. Politics does not mean you have to come on the street, you do some kind of what you see, criticize the government in power that is putting you through this suffering. That is how it should be done. So I don't see, or I don't know the kind of politics. They always say, I don't want to be part of politics. I understand some don't want to be cancer. Like, how would this person think about me if I say, or if I blame this administration? Never do anything like that. It is at your detriment. You are the one crying. There are some people living very comfortable. So why can't you speak up about that? Any problem with that? So when I see people doing this, it means a lot to me to address certain videos. If you notice the past few days, I've been posting this nearly every day because I realize people are really still backward when it concerns addressing situations that affect them.